Hello everyone, this is Tracy here, back with a look at this week's mail. I got some decks, I got some games, expansions, a little bit of everything. So first I got a deck from Kickstarter from Wondercraft and Chris Haig, and it is, and also it's from Black Ink branded as well. I guess it's designed by Jody Eklund. It is the Forged deck. It's all about Vikings and Viking weaponry. This one's numbered out of 1,000. It's the Cold Foil Edition, and it came with a bunch of stickers. You got the shiny Wondercraft one. You got a few forged ones. By the way, I remember, I think it was last week. Realize this. Last week or the week before, when I got something from Collectible Playing Cards, forgot to point out they sent me a pen, and there was also a sticker which I got rid of. But yeah, so thanks Mike for the pen. A couple more stickers here from this project. There's this one. It says I chase shiny objects, and I'm an art collector. Cool, I like this. I like those ones the best. Then I got some decks here that I got from Vanishing Ink. The first one is the Bicycle Paper Royals, which is from Rennet Decks in the Philippines, and is a collab with some kind of a toy company. Pretty interesting. And then there is the second edition Mandala deck, which is from, I always forget the name of the designer. Terra Studio, it's on the bottom. And there's 600 of these printed. Pretty nice. And then I also got a couple of these new reverse red bicycle decks. Basically, it's a rider back with black on red. You would think it's from Magic Makers Inc., but it's actually from my magical project. Don't know if there's going to be more of these other colors. Who knows? Never heard them before. Then I also got a couple decks here from Penguin Magic. First one is the Good Pals Chancers 3rd Edition in green, and it is marked this time. Speaking of which, speaking of marked decks, I also got the Deadwood Saloon decks in red and blue. Nice vintage looking decks. All about Wild Bill Hickok. Really cool, with the dead man's hand. And they got a nice weathered look to them and everything. It's really cool. Speaking of decks, I also got one more, basically. And it is the New Island deck from James Ernest, which is a 6-seated deck. This one featuring this beautiful artwork. I just had to get it when I saw that. This just came out recently, the Paradise Edition. I do have another version of the Island deck. It's a 6-seated deck, if I didn't mention that. Pretty cool. Speaking of James Ernest, I also got Deadfall, which is a game from him that uses a pairs deck, because it's specific for this game, but it's a pairs deck. It's a bluffing game. A fantasy deck designed by Bill McGuire. This is a, as it says on the back, it's a pyramid style deck where you got like 1 1, 2 2s, 3 3s, all the way up to 10 10s. Anyways, moving on to some games. I got a little one here that I got from 4-1 Games. Pre-ordered it a while back. It finally came in. It's called Pixies, which is a little game where you're collecting cards and everybody playing them out from Bombix. There it is. Very small. Then I got, speaking of small, and stuff from Button Side Games, which includes a solo game called Unsurmountable. from Scott Elms. I really like it. It's a game where you are playing cards and trying to create a continuous path from the bottom of a mountain to the top. And I also got some expansions for it, which I'm yet to try. 3 different ones. Dual Peaks, Rescue Mission, and The Big Climb. I also got an expansion for Food Chain Island, which I got not long ago. Some expansions for Sprawlopolis, that's what it is. Beaches, Interstate, and Roadwork. And I also got some expansions for Tussie Mussie, which gives me solo mode, which I'm very happy about. That's it from Button Side. I also got a couple of things from Zatu Games in the UK. I'm actually waiting for other stuff that's kind of back ordered. First is actually an expansion for a game I don't have yet because it's still back ordered, which is the Bloody Inn. This is a Carney's expansion. Looking forward to checking it out whenever it does show up. And another game I got, and the Carney's, by the way, is from Pearl Games. And it's the Bloody Inn is a game where you and your opponents run this inn, and you're welcoming guests in, and you might be murdering some of them to steal their stuff, but you have to watch out for the law enforcement showing up. You just kill them as well, just to make sure they don't bust you. It's an interesting game. And I also got Energy Apex, which is from a bunch of companies. I think Blue Magpie is the main one. Antler, it looks like it was originally like a Japanese. Basically, it is a card drafting investment game. All about energy. That's kind of cool. And I got a couple more games that I got on Board Game Plus. The first is Space Battle Lunchtime, the card game, which is from Renegade Games Studio. Came out a couple years ago, and Oni Games. It's based on another one of those novels, graphic novels from Oni Press. And basically it's kind of drafting, set collecting, trying to make recipes. Seems kind of cool. And I got Cyrus, which is another small 18-card game from Envyborn Games, where you are trying to infernal sailors with your singing skills because you're playing a siren. It's all about playing out cards and trying to create a song, basically. Anyways, that's what I got for this week. I do have something else I still need to pick up from the post office. We'll probably save that for next week. That is that. Comment and like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. More. Thanks for watching.